Hi everybody, welcome to Yoga with Valarie. I'm Valarie Anderson, and today's practice is going to be a little bit of everything from the head to the toes. Remember that wherever you are on the mat today, that's where you and your body are. So respectfully honor that and don't take anything unnecessarily deep that may cause discomfort for you. You don't need props for this particular practice, but if you enjoy having blanket for either underneath the knees or the bottom, or if you like to have a strap or even blocks with you to bring the ground closer to you or other reasons, feel free to do so. You don't have to have any of these props though. Let's get started in standing. So find yourself upright, standing in a firm Tadasana, so the feet are going to be grounded down on all 4 points. You're going to stand tall through the sides, all the way up to the shoulders, arms resting long along the left and the right. The chin will even be slightly tucked. Come to the breath for a few moments here. You may even give a little bit of a challenge in closing the eyes if you feel safe to do so, or just simply setting the gaze down towards the ground without moving the head or the neck. If you chose to close your eyes, you might feel a gentle sway as your body works to find its intuitive balance. A couple more breaths here. Your pace, not necessarily trying to fill up more or deeper, just being aware of the breath itself. And when you're ready, gently blink the eyes open or send the gaze upright off the floor. On an inhale, reach the palms, allow them to touch. Exhale, lean off to the left, extending from hip to shoulder. Inhale, bring it back to center, and exhale, lean off to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to left. 2 more, your pace. When you're all done with your 2 sets, bring it back to center and then allow yourself to sink off to the left side and hold it for a breath or 2 here. Bring it all back to center and then send it off to the right. Inhale, bring it back to center, and exhale, bring the arms down. 2 rounds of half sun salutations. Inhale, reach with just the arms. Exhale, hinge in the hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, reach through the arms. And exhale, bring them down to the sides or heart center. Another round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, reach all the way back up to standing. And then exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Allow for 1 more round at your pace. Taking your time. We'll all meet at the top whenever we get there. Working into the neck, allow the left hand to come back behind you. And if it stops at your low back, that's fine. You can also reach and extend towards that right hip. You can also grab onto the right arm, somewhere about the elbow, above or below. And then let the shoulder blades squeeze together slightly and set the shoulders back behind you. Now allow your right ear to come down towards that right shoulder. If this is ever too much for the neck, Find a way to unwind to get to that level that allows you to feel stretched and comfortable but not painful. Gently bring the head back to center, unwind the arms, switching off to the opposite side, so the right palm slips behind you to that low back, or even to the opposite left hip, or grabbing onto that opposite arm, and then allowing for the right ear to come down to the right shoulder. Gently bring the head back upright. Release the hands. And we're going to take another bind. Allow the fingers to lace up. Keep a bend in your elbows. Send the feet hips distance wide, maybe more. And when we forward fold, take a bend in your knees. Bend into the knees, hinge from the hips, forward fold, and allow the arms to reach back behind you and overhead. Palms can be meeting in your bind, or they can be open. Let the head hang heavy. Gently let the palms come back down towards the body. And on a slow inhale with a bend in your knees, come all the way upright. Release the hands. Palms are going to come to your imaginary back pockets so that they support your pelvic and not high into the low back and ribs. Tuck the shoulders back and bring the elbows directly behind you. On an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, press into the pelvic, gently lean back. Chest opener, small back bend. Inhale, bring it back to center. And exhale, let it all round forward. 2 sun salutations at the top of your mat. Classical version. Stand firm in Tadasana. Inhale, reach through the arms. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, bend the knees, step back right, drop the knee, tuck the toes. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hands down, step back to knees or to plank. Shift forward, lower down to the belly. Inhale, find a back bend or an up dog. Exhale, press into the palms. Knees are planked to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift through the right leg. Exhale, tuck it high, arch to the back, step it forward, top of the mat, low lunge, opposite side. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step the back foot forward, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, left foot, low lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, knees or plank, shift forward, lower down to the belly. Inhale, find an up dog or a back bend. Exhale, lower down, press into the palms, knees or plank, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift through the left leg. Exhale, step it forward, top of your mat. Low lunge. Inhale to rise. Exhale, plant the palms, step forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center or at your side. Option for another left and right round of sun salutation, the classical version, or to take this to a sun salutation A if you prefer. I will do the classical. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back right, low lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, knees or plank, shift forward, lower to the belly. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press into the palms, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step it forward, top of the mat, between the hands. Low lunge. Inhale, rise. Exhale, plant the palm, step the back foot forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach through the arms. And exhale, hands come to heart center. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bend into the hands, step the left back. Low lunge. Inhale to rise. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, knees or plank, shift forward, lower down. Inhale, find a back bend or an up dog. Exhale, lower down, plant the palms, press it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift through the left leg. Exhale, step it forward, top of your mat. Low lunge, inhale, rise up. Exhale, plant the palms, step forward, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, reach through the arms. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. We'll all meet at the top in a strong Tadasana. Take a giant step back with the right leg being as controlled as we possibly can. Coming briefly into a high lunge and then swiveling around to a wide-legged fold. Option to take your fold with your hands forward or take a bind behind the back of some version. On an inhale, lift to the chest. Gaze goes up. Exhale, flat back, hinge in the hips, lower down. And allow the arms to reach up and overhead if you took the bind. Otherwise, find a simple forward fold. Release your bind and your arms down to the mat. Swivel the hands off to that left foot, taking a low lunge, and then dropping the back right knee and tucking the toe. Inhale, rise up. Press the top of that back right foot into the ground. Sweep the arms back behind you. Stand tall through the spine. Tiny back bend. Big stretch for that front right hip. Inhale, bring the arms back and around. Exhale, plant the palms and send that left foot wide for lizard. Coming down to the forearms or staying upright. Also the option to walk your lizard out to the right hand side. Left foot can open up with the knee to the side. Plant your foot back down if it was lifted. Walk the hands back around the center. Press in the palm if you're down the forearms. Left foot wiggles back in between the hands. Tuck the toes. Lift the back knee. Rise up strong. High lunge. Inhale, legs straight. Reach to the arms. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reach up and back behind you. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach back to your warrior two. Reverse Trikanasana. Front knee goes straight. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reach it behind you. Inhale, bring it back to your warrior two. Exhale, windmill the arms down to frame that front foot. Swivel that back foot around. And then walk the hands back to center, coming into your wide-legged fold once again. Taking a twist, the left palm comes underneath the face. Inhale, reach right and twist. Exhale, plant the palm underneath the face. Inhale, reach left, twist. Exhale, plant the hands down. Place the hands on the hip, long, flat back. Inhale, squeeze through the legs to rise up. Option here to take that bind again or to not. As you forward fold, if you do take your bind, switch it so that you lace up on the opposite way so it feels funny. Inhale, set the shoulders back, chest lifts. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Let the body come forward. If you took a bind, allow the arms to reach up and overhead. Gently release your bind and the hands down to the mat. And then walk the hands around towards that right foot, coming into a runner's lunge briefly. Drop the back knee and the toes. Inhale, rise up, low lunge. Exhale, sweep the hands back, stand tall to the spine, give a gentle back bend. Press the top of that left foot into the mat, big stretch. Left hip. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands to frame the foot. Walk the right foot to the edge of the mat, lizard pose. Whatever you did on that first side, find it on the second side. Walk the hands back to center and then upright. Allow that right foot to wiggle in. Plant the palms, tuck the back toe, lift the back heel, stand firm into a high lunge. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, straight to the legs, point to the fingers. Exhale, open up to your warrior two. Inhale, flip that front palm. Exhale, reach up and back behind you. Inhale, bring it back to your warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, back to your warrior two. Reverse Trikanasana, long through that front right leg. Inhale, flip the front palm. Exhale, reach up and behind you. Inhale, bring it back to your warrior two. And exhale, windmill the hands down, coming briefly into our runner's lunge. And then walk the hands around back towards your center and your wide-legged fold. Bring the hands to the hips. Firm up through the legs, and with a long flat back, inhale, lift all the way up to standing. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Allow the toes to swivel forward so that the left leg is your front leg. And on a big step back, bring it all forward. Inhale, reach to the arms. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend to the knee, step back. Right foot, left foot to a plank. Two versions of shoulder push-ups. You can stay down on the knees, or you can stay lifted and upright in a plank. On an inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another. Allow the chest to drop towards the ground. Exhale, pull them away and arch through the shoulders, going wide on the backside. Inhale, squeeze together, chest goes broad. Exhale, press it out, pull the blades away. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, press. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, press. One more. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, press the shoulder blades away. Downward facing dog. Adjust accordingly. Finding space to wiggle if you feel it necessary. You can even take a child's pose at this time if you'd like to. Gently shift forward back into your plank pose, where we'll take a series of core movements. On your inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, tuck it up and in into the chest, arching to the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck for two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck. One more. Inhale, reach the leg. Exhale, tuck it in your highest and deepest. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, arch, nose, knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Two more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tuck. And inhale, reach. Set it down. Downward facing dog. Option to find a child's pose. Stay with the breath. Shift forward back into your plank-like position where we'll take several push-ups. The option is to drop to the knees or to keep in your plank pose. On a long exhale, shift forward and the heels or knees will lower down with the elbows pointing back behind you. And just before you come to the ground, press it back up. And again, exhale, lower it down. And inhale, press it back up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press it back up. 2 more, either on the knees or in a plank. And then 1 more. Press it back up. Shift briefly to a downward facing dog. And then drop to the knees, find a child's pose. Sweeping the arms back behind you towards the heels. Shift forward back into your tabletop position. Side plank, you can leave the left knee down or you can extend through the left leg. And as you rotate over onto your left side and onto the left pinky side of your foot, allow your chest to open directly to the side. If there's discomfort in your left wrist, then allow it to walk further away from underneath the shoulder. Option to extend the right arm straight up towards the ceiling, maybe even lift through the right leg. If your right leg is lifted, bring it back down, and then slowly allow yourself to come back around to either plank or onto both of your knees, and shift it off onto the right side. Sending your weight onto the right pinky side of the foot, into the wrist, slowly opening up through that left shoulder. Option to rise the left hand up, left leg up, and then slowly lower that left leg down, bring it all the way around to your plank, and then dropping onto the knees, walking the arms forward, puppy dog pose. The chest can come down, the chin can come down, the head can down, whatever is accessible to reach the mat. Press into the palms, walk the hands back, and come to a seat by swiveling the feet left or right, sitting upon one hip and then allowing the feet to swivel forward. And then take that right leg and let it be crossed in front of the left. From here, stand tall for your seat. We'll take a gentle forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, forward fold down. Let the head hang heavy. Press into the palms, walk the hands back towards the body. And then switch the legs so that the left shin is in front of the right. And an inhale, reach up tall for the arms. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, press into the palms, walk the hands back towards the body, and then send the right leg straight and directly in front of you, and then allow the left leg, the foot, to either come to the inner thigh, that right, or to take a crossing over your right. Wrap the right arm around the outside of the left leg, Allow for the left palm to come behind you to be your kickstand. And on an inhale, imagine that your right shoulder blade is lifted and turning in and around towards the left as you send your gaze over that back shoulder. Gently unwind, gaze comes forward, back shoulder comes around, releasing the knee and switching it. So the left leg's going to go straight, and then the right foot either comes to the inner left thigh or it crosses over to the outside of the foot. Left arm wraps around that outer right leg. The right hand is your kickstand behind you. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, imagine that back left shoulder is wrapping around towards the front. Gaze goes over that back shoulder. Gently release, neck, shoulder, arms, and the legs. Coming into a boat pose, lift the feet, knees are bent, arms are either behind the knees or at the side, stand tall to the back, lift the chest, imagining someone's pulling a string, and gently lower down legs and torso as evenly as you possibly can until you reach all the way down with the heels, the shoulder blades, the head. Stand long through that left leg and flex through the toes as if you were standing on the ground on that left foot. Allow the right leg to come up straight and long towards the ceiling. And if hand to big toe is within your practice, go ahead and wrap your two peace fingers around that right big toe. And if you want to give it a go and you know your hamstrings aren't quite there, take a big bend in that right knee so that you can pull that right shoulder back and towards the ground. It's almost like a half happy baby. But our leg is more forward and our pelvic is more even and not spread open through the knees. And wherever you are at with your hand to big toe, release hand to foot leg, and then slowly as possible, let that right leg come back down to the mat. Just switch it off to our opposite side. Stand tall through that right leg, long and straight. Heel is pressing into the imaginary ground, and then lifting to the left leg. You can stay here, or take your two peace fingers on the left side and wrap it around your toe. If you can't quite get that left shoulder to sink back down towards the mat, then bend into the knee and pull that arm into the socket. And whether your knee is bent or it's straight, slowly unwind by releasing the hand from the foot or ankle or shin, wherever it laid, and then slowly allowing that left foot to creep back down towards the ground. Taking a twist, bend into the knees, feet come to the mat, and adjust the low back. Option to keep the legs parallel to one another or to take a crossing. The right is going to go over the left. Arms come out into a T, and then send the knees off to the left. Gaze over that right shoulder. Gently bring it all back to center. Unravel the legs. And if you took a crossing, the left is going to cross over the right, and the knees are going to sink off to the right side. Gaze over the left shoulder. Bring the knees back to center and cross the legs. Set the feet back down. Take a happy baby. grabbing onto whatever's accessible, and rocking and moving into this pose in ways that comfort, that feel good. If there are any other poses that you would like to do to close your practice, feel free to do so. You can also keep moving through your happy baby. If you're ready for Shavasana, you can fall in now, or keep your movements moving through hips or knees, twists, shoulders, anywhere that feels like it needs that last bit of attention. When you are ready for Shavasana, let the legs go long and away from you. Press the heels away from the hips to pull your thigh bones out. And then let the feet fall heavy to the sides. Arms splay 45 degrees more or less, the palms facing up. Sink the pelvic into the floor, the shoulders gently tucked and firmly lying into the mat. Back of the head rests easy. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I hope that you carry it with you the rest of the day or the week. Feel free to stay here as long as you need to in your Shavasana. Namaste.